So how to survive artificial intelligence. We're going through this transformation that is impacting every walk of life and business. It's a horizontal enabling layer, which means that every part of your business, whether it's from sales to marketing to operations to HR to finances, every single part of businesses is going to be impacted. So what we're going to talk about in this video, we're going to talk about what to do or what to consider when it comes to your existing business, or let's talk a little bit about what if you don't have a business right now. You might be in a career right now and you may be thinking to yourself, does my career, my profession, is this at risk? Is it not at risk? So let's talk first and foremost from existing business. Existing business, whenever there is a transformational shift, a technology shift, it has such a fundamental impact on where the future, the what it looks like on the other side. If you think about the Industrial Revolution, business was different after the Industrial Revolution. If you think of the internet age, right, the dawn of the internet, the birth of the internet, businesses are now different at the other side because everybody is now on the internet. If you think of social media was so impactful that business is different now because we've got social media. Artificial intelligence is like that, but at an exponential level. Why is it at an exponential level? Is because artificial intelligence can think, it can act, it can reason, which means that it doesn't just wait for an understanding from you. It doesn't just wait for you to submit a post, right? That, like on the social media age, it doesn't just wait for a person to launch a website. It doesn't have if you think of the Industrial Revolution, it doesn't just need an operator to be stood there on a picking line to take action. Artificial intelligence at the end of this, it will be able to think, it will be able to reason, it will be able to strategize, it will then be able to act. Right now, it's very much in the internet world, right? It's agents taking action, agents that are able to build, to code, agents that are taking action on our behalf. But there's going to be, without a shadow of a doubt, a time in this next near future, 3-5 years, where AI is also going to come into the physical world. The physical world, when you just think of something like a Tesla bot, right? Optimus. That is going to transform the way all of us live our lives and businesses than we've ever experienced before. So what do we have to do? We have to embrace as much as possible. It's happening whether we like it or not, just like the Industrial Revolution, just like the internet, just like social media. If you try to go, this ain't gonna impact me, I think that is a dangerous path, because transformation like this, it impacts everybody. So I think embracing what the technology can do to make us faster, cheaper, smarter, right? To make things more optimized, more productive. I also think we have to study as much as possible, right? Watch as much as possible. Be on the cutting edge of what the technology can do. You know, AI vibe coding is an incredible technology. A technology that can build apps, AI apps. You don't have to be a coder, you don't have to be a software developer, you don't have to have any experience, which means your existing business or a new business, you can build an app now from yourself, just from your phone, just from your laptop, which is incredible power. Whereas only 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you'd need a full kind of development team, you need software engineers, you'd need a significant amount of capital. It's not the case anymore. You can now do it, get started. You've got teenagers that are getting started, right? You've got people building apps from their bedrooms. So taking advantage of artificial intelligence is the way to survive. We've got to embrace. We've got to watch as much of these mega companies, OpenAI. What are they doing? Where are they pushing? You've got to think of these incredible platforms now. AI vibe coding. What are they doing? What are they building? Where's the money going? Now, the money doesn't tell all the stories, because fundamentally, investors and investment over the years, it's not always going to be true. If you think of the internet bubble, right? The internet bubble, there was a mass amount of cash injection because look at this technology, the internet, and then there was the internet bubble, the crash. But what came out of that was a net positive. The best companies, some of the biggest companies that we see today, whether that is obviously Apple, whether that is Amazon, if you think of Google, they all come from the internet. They all came from this transformation. The winners that come through a transformation, they can literally be dominating complete industries, complete markets. When you think of a search engine, traditionally you'd now think for years, well, it's Google, right? Now, do you know the amount of people that are just searching via AI? ChatGPT search. The amount of great people that we have the pleasure of meeting for the first time because they found us at Systemize through AI search now, not Google search. That's happening more and more and more. So what does that mean at a high level? Google most likely are doing everything they possibly can to position themselves for an artificial intelligence world. And when you think of like the perplexities, if you think of the chat GPTs where you can have conversation instead of it just being a search and the top, the top result, now it's a conversation. Now you can do commerce through ChatGPT. So now you start to think, what is this transformation going to look like? All I know is, without a shadow of a doubt, we need to embrace, we need to take action, we need to be as direct as possible to introduce as quickly and as effectively as possible. We're doing this across our business, from all the different functions, whether it is functions and scheduling calls, whether it's KPI dashboards, anywhere we can create real great technology based on the infrastructure of artificial intelligence, we are doing. And then of course, if you're not in a business right now, there's a mass amount of opportunity. You've got the opportunity to build an app from home, to launch, to reach and solve a real problem. And is that going to be the business model opportunity in the next 12, 24 months? I think it is. I think it's definitely going to be up there in the conversation. So I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Comment down below, let me know. we're going to be hosting what we call Vibers Masterclass. You are invited. I hope you're doing outstanding. My name's Kev, inspiring you every single day to keep taking massive action. Speak soon.